Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another high-level Marvel Rivals ranked cast. As usual, I am Tetcher, reminding you, don't forget to what? Who knows? The answer is love each other, because we should be doing more of that in the world these days, because everyone is so angry. Oh boy! Especially in my ranked games, dude. The amount of times I see people just raging at each other over the mildest mishap, and I'm just here just like, why are we fighting each other instead of the other team? I'm just there, like, healing. I'm just there tanking. And then there's an Iron Fist who's yelling daggers at, like, the other healer or something like that. And I'm just here like, they're trying their best, buddy. Please. Please be nice. But here we are in what is going to be a very exciting game for today. We've got a lot of players from Virtus.Pro versus a lot of players from Qadsiah, which is, I believe, a Saudi football team. If I remember correctly, I did some research in trying to work out how to pronounce this name. But we always love it when sports teams diversify into esports, because we love esports and we have a lot of brand loyalty to our sports teams. Let me know in the comments. That's going to be my engagement farm for today. What your favorite sports team is. Tag them, saying that I would love it if blank sports team really got into Marvel Rivals esports. Let's see if we can create the revolution on my little channel over here. But we got a lot of fun players here today. We are heading into today's games. And a reminder, if you want to support the channel, then watching without ad blocks, liking, commenting, subscribing, etc. All to help me in the algorithm, to help boost these videos out to more people. Sharing the video also helps. But you can support directly by becoming a member, like Puff Mendili, Doki Poki, and our longest running member, John. Big shout out to them. Thank you for supporting the channel, and you can support too by hitting that join button, or if you don't want to sign up to a monthly thing, hitting that thanks button, and again, just watching the video all the way through, liking, commenting, etc., all subscribing, all helps build the channel. Let's head on in to our game. So, we got Fi, Sparker, Sipper, all players from Virtus.Pro. Incredibly strong team here. And then we have Qadsiah, where we got Milk Boy. We've got Sylvie, and we got Lindstrom. Etsu, I believe, is still on the Team OG roster, if I remember correctly. Maybe. I think I might have got a little mixed up here. Etsu and Sylvie, I believe, aren't on the Qadsiah, but Milk Boy and Lindstrom definitely are. Either way, we've got some top-ranked players in here today, as we're going to see Groot and Psylocke taken out of action, as well as Namor. And we are losing that Human Torch as well. Fine, not going to get their hands on that, despite it being one of the top characters right now. In terms of pick priority, it will be taken away, forcing Fi back onto the Hela here. Sparker immediately jumping onto the Winter Soldier, which seems to be being mirrored by Ekfirin? That's going to be annoying. I'm going to pronounce that one wrong a lot. Either way, they're starting to lock in, and these teams are looking pretty similar. Yeah, we have managed to create the mirror matchup. It's been a bit, but we've managed to get one. Let's introduce our players, ladies and gentlemen. On the left-hand side, it is going to be the blue team of Fi. On the Hela, Sparker. On the Winter Soldier, Luxurious. On the Captain America, Sibber will be bringing out the Loki. Allura is playing the Lunar Snow, and Milanix will be playing Emma Frost. And on the right-hand side, in the red trunks on attack, it is going to be Milk Boy playing the Emma Frost. And we're going to say Ekfirin. They will be playing the Winter Soldier. Rabbit Boy will be on the Captain America. Sylvie is playing Lunar Snow. Etsu is on Hela, and Lindstrom will be playing the Loki themselves. An exact mirror match for our two teams here. Sparker currently trying to hold the high ground, prevent any flanks here. That is a pretty good shot. Tainted Voltage doing a big chunk of damage here, using that extra charge that they have now. Not a huge amount of damage, but damage is damage no matter what. We can see Etsu wrapping around the side here, is getting chased down though. Captain America making it very hard for them to reposition, and they will get taken down. Luxurious on the flank, gonna back up and wait for some healing. Finally starting to get some of the Lokis. Unleash Fire. Milanix has been taken down. Cap Luxurious, the main front line right now, having to dance in and out of combat, getting the heal up so that they can try and contest this. In the meantime, Sylvie healing from the low ground so their team can try and creep up as Rabbit Boy is returning from spawn. Sparker with the Kraken impact has already taken down one, taking out Ekvirin. Looking for a reset so they can get Milky Boy. A portal has come out here from Milanix to guarantee that they have more people for this defense. There was a pretty far push-up from Red Team, so that portal coming in guarantees them the numbers combo there. A little bit of harass coming in. Nothing hyper-aggressive yet. Still a little bit of extra pressure. Here comes Rabbit Boy. Soldier's Fist. Here he is, a rabbit-hearted boy, ready for a fight, as the fate of both worlds going to be coming in from the clone. Lindstrom giving their team that allure for the blue side as they try to contest this. Here comes the Psionic Seduction as Fine takes to the sky with that Goddess of Death doing big damage, but that Mind's Aegis blocking a lot of the damage here. Not enough for the finishing blow as in comes Ekvirin. Kraken impact being mashed by Sparker. Both finding resets, trying to look for it on the Lokis, but that regeneration domain shuts down the reset here. Ekvirin, nowhere to find those either. The clash with the team up between the Winter Soldier and the Captain America as Luxurious pressures in, looking for some extra shots here. Lindstrom returning from spawn. Sylvie dropping low. Isn't able to win the 1v1 versus Sipper, who takes that fight. Even chasing down Rabbit Boy here. The vicious Loki plays, making their way up to the high ground. Making sure they stay reloaded, so they're ready for the burst healing. Maximum auto attacks when possible. Etsu, shots from down range. Tainted Voltage coming in. Good shot onto Luxurious. The next has that Eye of Agamotto. Goddess of Death available for Etsu. Rabbit Boy with the Freedom Charge is going to try and make their way into the backline to get a little bit of congestion. Eye of Agamotto coming out, lands on all the backline. Goodbye, Luna. And that is going to be a solid defense, but they've lost the Winter Soldier. But numbers now very in favor of Blue Team. Completely trapped, no strategists. It is going to be a full wipe. Lindstrom has a clone left on the high ground, but Blue Team continuing to hold this magnificently. Fire looking to zone. 15 seconds left in this early half. Only a couple seconds left to try and make their way in. Here it is, Rabbit Boy with the portal so they can touch the point to try and give one last contestation. In comes the Psionic Seduction from Milk Boy as Ekvirin is already down. Kraken impact from Sparker. Was able to get reset number one. Looking for the second to wait for that fate of both worlds to expire. Trying to delay it. Good damage onto Sylvie on the backline as Etsu takes to the sky. Goddess of Death getting targeted from both angles. Milanix is blocking it with that shield. Cap dashes past. Good damage from above, but not enough for the finishing blow onto anyone. Ekvirin returning to the fight, has their own Kraken impact. They can try and touch him, but no one's on the point. And that is going to be a hold at 0% there. Beautiful defense by Blue Team here. Let's have a look at some of those statistics at the end of the game. Sparker with 12k damage, 3k more than Milk Boy, who is the highest on the side of the red team. Only getting taken out twice, Sipper not getting taken out at all. Same with Luxurious. Playing it very, very nicely here. Fi with 5 final hits though, 12 eliminations, 8k damage. Only 1k less than Milk Boy. Milk Boy, widely considered to be one of the strongest players. Sipper, going for a bit of a mind launch here. Anyone going to get caught by it? Oh, looks like maybe. Looks like no. No one is going to get caught by those mines. Unless they're going to make their way up to the high ground. Sparker mixing it up a little bit here. For starters, finding a little bit of janky terrain. But for second, bringing out the storm here. Sipper I was about to say, you're really going to stick with that Ember Frost, and Sparker will swim back to the Winter Soldier. So we are seeing a lot of this Winter Soldier Captain America combo. So this team up seems to at least be getting some play now. The teams are starting to figure it out. Took a little bit for us to start seeing that. A little bit of a slower progression here. Sparker sieging in, finding some good damage, tracking Etsu beautifully there, tries to get a tainted voltage. It's going to be Fi that lands the final shot here. Milk Boy going to be backing up. Rabbit Boy is CC down. And that's going to be a one hit. The point is capping up. Numbers advantage for blue team. It's domination. No one left to defend. And GG. Absolute rundown there. Fast pickups, the CC onto Rabbit Boy to lock him in place, that they could not contest that. Beautifully done. Zipper takes MVP. Excuse me. And that is going to be a solid win. Going over to the blue team there, 33% on 0.1 to 0. Final scores at the end there. Etsu unable to find a single final hit. Only one elimination total. Did seem to struggle to find their bearings at the end there. Lindstrom with a quick swap to Dr. Strange. Tried to get them onto the point fastest. Topped the healing as well on that Loki. Lindstrom giving it their absolute all to try and turn that round. Not enough for the final push there, but 16k healing is going to be the top in the game. We're going to go reverse order this time. Top damage blocked will be Milk Boy, who also did the most damage on their team. Really trying their best to make something happen for their team, but was unable to find any finishing blows there. Top damage in the game, though, is going to be Sparker with 13k. 4k more, an entire Rabbit Boy more than Etsu. And, sorry, more than Milk Boy. In terms of Etsu, it's over double. And that is equated here in terms of final hits. 5 final hits. Milk Boy getting the most on their team. Sparker with 5, still getting beaten out by Fi, who was able to achieve 7 final hits by the end of that game. You'll see they have less damage, but if they're actually landing the eliminations, it might mean their damage is more efficient, meaning that they are finishing people before there's time for that damage to be absorbed. Also the fact that the Winter Soldier does actually have a little bit of spread damage with that tainted voltage. Least amount of time getting taken out, still going to be Simmered. Still managed to survive that entire game without getting taken out. Luxurious did lose that title as they did go down once. Also got 6 final hits, Luxurious. Very nicely done. And most eliminations is going to be 16. 16 eliminations, 7 final hits. Fi doing huge work for their team there, but Sipper not going down once, doing 8k damage, aiming at 0.5k damage, only 500 less than Fi, and still getting 10k healing in. Made that work very effectively here. But that's going to be it. That's going to be it for today's game. I hope you all enjoyed. This was a bit of a quicker game this time. That was quite dominant. I try not to look at times for how long these games last the majority of the time so that I can stay surprised. I sort of just look at what characters are in the game. I look at what players are in the game, and that's about it to try and just get you the best quality of players that I can do. One of my... This logo here is yellow, by the way. It's being eaten completely by the green screen. Speaking of, don't know if I mentioned it at the start, as usual, doing a little bit of trickstery magic here by throwing a green JPEG behind me in order to show green on these little dice here. But I hope you all enjoyed today's video. If you did, reminder that we are now almost, at the time of me recording, which is the 8th, we are almost exactly a month away from the Marvel Rivals Championship, which, as usual, I will be releasing a video every single day outside of the days where I will be releasing the news, assuming those videos go well. The first one of that should come out this Monday or Tuesday. That's the plan, to try and make sure that I have everything recorded, make sure that everything is presented, and so that I can update you all on what's happening every week with Marvel Rivals Esports, because I love this, and I want more people to be interested in it. I'll be doing, if you run a tournament and you want it to be promoted, then please make sure you like the video and leave a comment saying what your tournament is. If you have a sign-up link, then you can find me on Discord at Tetcher. You can just add me and just say, hey, I've got a tournament running up. Here's a sign-up link. Could you include it in the news? And the answer will almost always be yes. So, For now, though, I hope you've all enjoyed. Remember to like the video, comment, subscribe to help the channel grow so that I can keep doing this and keep bringing you Marvel Rivals esports content. For now, though, I hope you've all had a wonderful day, and I hope you all continue to have a wonderful day, because I will be telling you that again when I see you tomorrow.